Hi everyone, it's Jill. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have my Hobonichi package. I have it upside down because it has my address on the other side. And I can't find my marker to black it out. And I tried recording this once, but I messed up, so the box is open. And I did take all the stuffing stuff, the material that protects your stuff, so I took that out. So I have it in here the same order, except for I forgot to put these back in the little app thingies, but there's a Hobonichi app coming soon, and then you get a free trial and get 5 free uses, I guess. Don't know. I wrote everything down, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but I open this. They have my planners on the outside, so I don't know what's in the box because there's a box underneath. But I ordered both the Yumi Kitagishi A5 and the A6. And the reason that I ordered from the website is because I was looking, and when I open this, I'll explain it. I was looking on the different, some of the stores, like Yosaka and other places, had the listings up before the sales went live. And so I looked on there because when they were doing the preview thingy, stadium, or whatever they call it in August, when they show all the different designs, they said that you would be able to get the Techo English or the Avec for the A5 for the cousin size, and for the A6 size, they said you'd be able to get the full year, which I didn't get an A6, or the Avec or the English planner. But when I looked on Yosaka, they only had the English planner, the full year edition, the full year cousin, and the full year Avec. So they had this one, and then the 2-book system for the cousin size, or they had the A6. Or they had the one that has the cream cover for the A6. They didn't offer the planner one, which has a flat cover, and it's made more for it was the first one made for the English market. So I knew then that I had to order from the store, because I wasn't gonna buy the A6 one, have to buy the Avec halfway through the year, or have to sell the full year and then get an Avec. So I went through the store. I also needed some other stuff, but I really like this one. And the A6, the reason why I got the Avec is because I'm going to be doing a lot of it's going to be my art journal and my Korean journal, because I'm learning Korean, because I one day would like to go visit the country that I was born in. I was adopted from Korea when I was an infant. So this is kind of what I like to do, only I'll probably add more stickers and do more overlap of stickers, because I have a lot of the sticker sets now from Korea, or sticker sheets, but they kind of mix and match, and so that's what I want to do with that one. This cover is not from Hobonichi. It is one I got off of a Korean website. It's custom. They have a lot more A6 stuff than A5 in Korea, so they have a ton of designs, and they're not that expensive. I think this one was $12 US. But I got them all before the tariff change, so now there would be a tariff added onto that. But I don't know yet. I'm debating on a week's for next year, because I want to use it as a health journal, but I really haven't done a whole heck of a lot this year in it. So I might just get like Sterling Ink N2 notebook if she restocks them. Or I might, I don't know, look for like a week size notebook on the Korean websites, because this is a Korean cover that I really, really like. And a lot of the problem with a lot of the Korean artists is like a lot of their stickers and stuff is just not available to the US. And I've learned enough Korean that I can navigate on their websites. So I've ordered a lot of stuff. I haven't really, I don't know. I kind of wanted to save it for starting up like fresh next year. So I have a lot of like different seasonal stuff that I'm like starting to collect. I started to like get a little bit like every month. Not spend a lot, but yet it's super cheap if you're in Korea, but it's not super cheap if you're not in Korea. It's extremely expensive if you're going to buy from like a website over here. It's much cheaper to just have somebody go through a proxy shipper, which is what I do. And there's a whole bunch of them, and then you can just pick which one you want. And like, what's interesting is, in Korea, if you wanted, this year, right now they have a whole bunch of weeks covers that are not Hobonichi. They are kind of like this quilted material at Daiso. So they're like $5, I think, at Daiso. But you can also get them on like the Korean Mercari or something and have them shipped to you. But you're still going to pay less than you would for a Japanese one. And so they already have like this little part that, well, I got to cut the loose string off. But the little loop where you can add a charm or something on. And then this is my reading journal. It is a Stology, A5. Nowhere near half done with it. And this cover is from, I got it on the secondhand store, and it's from Daiso. Does it say Daiso in there? No, it says Home Sweet Home. It's part of their Home Sweet Home collection in Korea, and I bought it because the person had added a Hello Kitty charm, or a Hello Kitty patch and a charm. So, I mean, this was still like $12, so not super expensive, but I just wanted to, I don't know, I guess show you, because I like stuff from Korea too. And a lot of the artists don't sell their stuff outside of Korea, so what's popular in Korea you have to get from Korea. So that's one thing that makes it hard for why I think a lot of people don't know about Korean stuff, because you can get a lot of Chinese made stuff from Taiwan and stuff from the Philippines, Japan, other countries a lot easier than you can from Korea. But if you want the stuff from Korea, you can get it. It's just not as readily available. So this is the one that I'm going to use because it kind of looks like a collage to me. So I got the Yumi Kirigishi, and I like Yumi Kirigishi. And this is the A6 Avec. And since I'm going to be using a lot of stickers, that's why I got that. And then I got the A5, which I really like this design. And I know it's the same design that's on the Weeks. So, like, if you only wanted the Weeks, you could get that. But I plan to use the Hobonichi Cousin as my faith planner next year. I used the second half of the Avec for a faith planner in 2024. And it worked really well. I was trying to use a Hobonichi Weeks this year, it didn't work well at all because the paper was really bad. So I decided to go back to a Hobonichi cousin, and I really like the cover, and I know like what devotional I plan on using next year. And then I've got the Hobonichi box. It is a little bit more yellow than this and a little bit more bright, but it's still a beautiful color of green. I don't know why I'm saying blue, but last year's was blue. This year's is green. And inside they had a second one of these about the app, but I forgot to put it back in. And then I have the robot pencil weights, which you got if you bought the planner books, the cousin or the techo. So I've got 2 of these. They're actually, like a lot of people said, but if you haven't watched any Hobonichi videos, they're a lot heavier than I thought. And I haven't watched a lot of videos, but I did watch the ones with because I've heard that the Junji Ito ones were selling out fast. And so I was looking at those to see what they were, and they're not my type, so it didn't matter. And then I got some of these. I've always meant to get these every year. They're the rivets that go around like this entire thing. If it gets too wide for the butterfly clips to close, which I don't know how that'll go next year. So I got one for the cousin or A5. You can use it with, like, I think any A5 planner. And 2 for, one is, because this is too medium, I think. Because this is for the weeks and the A6. And then, I was looking on the website. I've been looking for this cover forever because I love Yumi Kitagishi, and I love this one because I really like the little cats in there, the seal, and all this stuff. And then with like they're all dressed up for winter, reminded me of here because I live in Minnesota and we get lots and lots of snow. The alligator, not so much. We don't really have that here. And there are 2 folders in here, and I got these because I've always wanted something to just put a few stickers in. For like if I'm going with a friend or something, or going out to coffee with a friend or something. And I didn't have anything small. I have big stuff, but that gets very heavy to lug around. Although I'm very indecisive, so I end up with quite a bit. But it came with this one, which is the little gifts one, and this one, which is just a different design. And I think there's like 3 different ones for the A6. I didn't get those, but I might at some point if they're still available. And then I got 2 cover-on-covers, one for the one I ordered, and one for one that I had last year that is ripping. And then I got a cousin cover-on-cover. And then they have these 2. I like the color this year of the Hobonichi Jetstream 3 colors. And I was using them for a couple, like in one of my weeks, I had the whole thing was bad, and the other one, the one I showed you, some of the pages are bad. But then I saw this jet pens, and I had to get it. It is the Kuropi Jetstream, and he's my favorite Sanrio character. Although there doesn't tend to be a whole lot about Kuropi. He doesn't tend to be a favorite of a lot of people, so I was excited to see this because they always have a new Cinnamoroll one, a new Kuromi one, a new Hello Kitty one, a new My Melody one, but it's rare to see Kuropi, so I was happy. And then I had some refills for a Pilot High-Tech Seat Coletto, and last night I just cut them down to the length of the Jetstream refills, and they fit. And I've also heard of people doing that with the Uni Style Fit refills, which are both gel refills, so you can turn your Hobonichi pen into a gel pen if you would like. Those are the two refill brands I recommend, because I know those two work. And then I know this year had a lot to do with Moomin. I thought they were cute, but not as cute as the Yumi Kirigishi one. And especially in the US, since you had to buy a book with the cover, I didn't go for them. And I had a spending limit, and I did not blow it. So I had an amount, so I had the standard, and so I got the A6. And I love the work of Kuroka Hubata, and this was the design that was on, I know it was at least on the 2024 weeks, because I've seen it. I don't know if it was on the Hone as well, but I was super happy when they made it into a notebook. So I got one of the A5 and the A6, and I think it's really cute with the little kitty holding the stars and the moon. And then on the back there's a little fox sitting on the line. And then, since I didn't know if I'm going to use a weeks, I saw the cover. This is the cover for the, what's the person's name? Kiyohai Sakaguchi weeks. So I didn't know, so then I got this because the Kokuyo like systemic cover, you can put a notebook in this way, or like if it was a regular notebook, it would fit the A5 this way or this way. So you can use a cover with this notebook anyways. So I got this, and I was thinking I might use it at some point for like a reading journal or something, because you can put like the cover and then maybe a picture and write a little bit and then write more, and you could divide it. So I was thinking maybe that. And that is what I got from Hobonichi this year. I'm really happy with what I received, and I wasn't really upset about the tariffs because, like I said, I order a lot from Korea, so I have to pay tariffs there anyway. So I don't order a lot, but I find places to get where you can get I look for listings where you get a lot of stuff for how much you're spending, so then it's not as hard on your wallet, and I limit myself to a few things, maybe a couple things a month. So this is my 2026 Hobonichi haul, and for my personal planner and like my personal journal, and where I do like my memory keeping and everything, I don't have it yet, but I have chosen to use the Wonderland 222 all-in-one A5, and that has not come. Because I'm excited to see what kind of paper they use, because during their paper tests with like the show through and stuff, it looked a lot like what you'd expect to see for like a 68 GSM Tomoe River paper. So I'm curious to see how the paper responds to like fountain penning, because that's what I primarily use. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.